As someone who's spent countless hours testing retro gaming hardware, I've developed both appreciation and skepticism for devices that promise the moon. The YDHZ Retro Gaming Console caught my attention with its bold claims of 20,000 plus games and seamless 4K output. After weeks of hands-on use, I can confidently say this compact device delivers where it matters most. But let's break that down carefully. The first thing that struck me was the straightforward setup process. Unlike some retro consoles that require firmware updates or complicated controller pairings, this truly lives up to its plug-and-play promise. Connecting the HDMI cable to my television and slotting in the provided 64GB TF card took less than 2 minutes. The system boots directly into a clean menu interface sorted by console type, a smart touch that helps navigate the overwhelming game library. Speaking of which, the 20,000 game claim needs context. While the number is technically accurate, it's important to understand this includes multiple regional variants and fan-translated versions of classics. For instance, you'll find 6 different Super Mario Bros. 3 iterations spanning various international releases. Purists might scoff at the duplicates, but casual players will appreciate having every possible version at their fingertips. The built-in emulators handle most games flawlessly. During testing, I pushed the system with processor-intensive titles like Star Fox on SNES and late-generation PS1 games. While there was occasional frame dropping in 3D titles, 2D classics like Sonic the Hedgehog and Castlevania ran buttery smooth. The wireless controllers deserve special mention. Their ergonomic shape and responsive buttons outclass many third-party alternatives I've tried. Battery life averaged 8 hours per charge, though keeping spares nearby is advisable for marathon sessions. Visual performance through the 4K HDMI output impressed me more than expected. While the original games weren't designed for such resolutions, the upscaling algorithms add just enough sharpness without creating that artificial soap opera effect that plagues some retro devices. CRT filter options help recreate that authentic old-school look if desired. Where the console stumbles slightly is game curation. With such an enormous library, finding specific titles becomes a chore, despite the search function. Creating custom playlists helps, but first-time users might feel overwhelmed. Parental controls are conspicuously absent too, a missed opportunity given the family-friendly marketing. The 2-player functionality works seamlessly, though coordinating wireless connections required a quick consult with a manual. Once paired, however, the lag-free performance made for thrilling Mario Kart battles and cooperative Contra runs. Build quality feels premium given the price point, with a sturdy plastic casing that withstands travel. At just under 12 ounces, it's lightweight enough for portable use, but substantial enough to avoid feeling cheap. The included storage provides ample space for saves and potential ROM additions, though first-time users should note that adding new games requires computer access rather than direct downloads. Battery life proved reliable during testing, with the console itself lasting 6 hours on a single charge during handheld use. TV Play naturally extends this indefinitely through continuous power supply. Controller battery indicators would have been welcome, as I occasionally found myself surprised by low power during extended sessions. Customer support responsiveness exceeded expectations when I tested it with a mock technical inquiry, receiving detailed troubleshooting advice within 12 hours. This peace of mind adds value for less tech-savvy users. While the manufacturer's 16+ age recommendation seems overly cautious, parents should note that some games contain vintage content that might not align with modern sensibilities. The lack of content filtering means supervision is advisable for younger players. Compared to competitors like the Evercade or Analog Pocket, this console wins on pure game volume and accessibility. Hardcore collectors might prefer FPGA-based systems for accuracy, but casual retro enthusiasts will find the YDHZ's convenience and breadth unmatched. The included 15 emulators cover every major system up through the PlayStation era, though purists should temper expectations regarding Nintendo-specific features, like rumble packs or light gun support. After extensive testing, my verdict is clear. This console succeeds as both a nostalgia machine and a family entertainment hub. While the sheer volume of games could benefit from better curation tools and parental controls remain a glaring omission, the overall package delivers exceptional value. Whether you're reliving childhood memories or introducing classic gaming to a new generation, the YDHZ Retro Gaming Console makes retro accessibility its greatest strength.